Every year around this time you can find roughly 1 gajillion videos on YouTube covering topics of seed starting and grow lights and all that stuff. So thanks for choosing to watch this one. I promise I'll do my best to make it worth your time. I am going to show you all the cool new stuff that we are using this year and compare that to what we have used in previous years and see how it stacks up, if it's any better or worse. Let's find out. So just a quick overview and then I'll give you more details about all this stuff. So we've got a new shelving unit and a new professional grow light, some pulleys for the lights to make that easier going up and down. We've got Mylar film going all the way around, some fans at the ends for ventilation, and added in a timer for the lights. So a lot of gardeners like to use these shelves, and I can see why. They are quite versatile. You can adjust the shelves to wherever you need them, and that is great. They also have this open design, which allows a lot more ventilation with the heat from the lights, and with the fans going, you can really keep things a lot cooler. You don't have heat getting trapped or anything in this little space here. So that is great, and this 4-shelf unit was about $75. And last year we used these plastic shelves, which were kind of nice because you can connect multiple units together in different ways, but they do not have any way to adjust the height of the shelves, so that was very limiting. They're also very narrow. They're inexpensive. They are significantly cheaper than the metal shelves, but they're nowhere near as useful for starting seeds and having some flexibility to move things around like that. And in fact, these are so narrow that a standard water tray would not fit into the space between all the posts here. I actually had to notch these out on all of our trays just to get those to fit in there. So I decided to finally try out at least one professional grow light just to compare it to what we had used before and see if it did any better. And so far, I'm quite impressed. It is definitely giving them a good start. So this is a Durolux DL844. That's a 4-foot unit. It's a little less than that, about 12 inches wide by 46, and it uses 4 T5 fluorescent bulbs, 6500 Kelvin daylight temperature. And so the T5s are typically what's used in the grow lights because they are more energy efficient, but at the same time they're a lot brighter than the T8s or T12s, which are the older, larger fluorescent bulbs. So it's got a reflector all up in the top, which is probably helping at least a little bit to get some more light on there, but even more so, we've got all the Mylar around everything. So this uses about 230 watts just for this unit. So it's a bit power hungry. There are definitely some better options with LED lights, but they are a little bit more expensive up front. You can daisy chain this together with up to 5 units total, because otherwise you may wind up tripping your breaker. And it does also have switches to go to just, you can do 2 bulbs or 4 bulbs. So this is putting out 20,000 lumens, which is fantastic. That's quite a bit of light. They definitely need some light for getting these a good start, and it seems to be working. Quite happy with it, especially compared to what we had before. So this is what we used last year. This is just hanging up in my wife's work studio now, but this is a very inexpensive LED shop light. I think these were on sale for about $10. Again, you could connect them together. They use very little power, but they're not intended for grow lights. They only put out about 5,000 lumens each, actually 5,500, and then they're a little bit warmer at 4,000 K. So especially since we could only use one of these per shelf, it was not really ideal for starting our seeds. But since I was only able to afford the one new professional light, I am still using the other 3 LED lights. And I apologize for the color banding moving across the screen there, if you can see that. It's another thing I don't like about shooting with these on camera. So I did a little rigging up here with some old drumsticks and duct tape to keep those all level together, and then with the chains running up to the pulley system. That's not a whole lot of slack to be able to move up, so I may have to adjust that. But at least with the 3 of these on the one shelf, we're getting about 16,500 lumens. Still, it's at 4,000 K. Not the best, but this is what we are going to have to use for the overflow, what doesn't fit under this light. But I'm already quite convinced I will be adding another 1 or 2 of these lights or something similar to replace these LEDs. But for now, at least they're not using a whole lot of power, and they will do okay, I guess. And the Mylar film, not much to say about that. It's reflective, gets more light onto your plants, and I believe this was 2 big sheets that I got in this little package, and they're each about 82 inches by 47, so I was able to do one to kind of wrap around the back, and then I've got kind of a curtain here in the front. I can just roll down. This stuff is very thin. Well, what I got is only about 2 mil, so it's very thin. I didn't have any problems with ripping it, but I was trying to be very careful with it. Of course, you can rig up something, you know, I see some people do like a shower curtain rod or something, and makes it a lot easier to just move that out of the way and not worry about tearing it. So that stuff is great, and you can see through it from the other side too. So these pulleys are the cool new thing that everybody is using. These are just so great. They make it so much easier for raising and lowering to exactly where you need them. You want to raise it up a little bit as your plants are growing taller. You can just grab the slack, just pull up. You can hear that click, and it just stops automatically. If you want to lower it down, you can just push the button. You can be careful to hold on to that so that it doesn't just fall onto your plants. But yeah, those are great and much better than having to use chains and try to unhook things and then get it to the certain number of links or you know, whatever else you're using. It's very easy to make minor little adjustments and not worry so much about the whole thing just falling on your wonderful little seedlings that you're trying to grow. And a programmable timer like this just takes some of the stress out of it, ensures that I'm not forgetting to turn the lights on or off, and make sure that the plants are getting all of the light that they need to every day, which is about 14 to 16 hours under artificial light. All right, so just a quick cost roundup for all of this stuff. The shelf unit, I think I said, was $75. The Mylar film came in a pack with the 2 sheets, and that was $12. The pulleys for the lights, that was a pack of 2 pairs, so that's enough for 2 light setups. That was also $12. The timer for the lights was also $12. The Durolux light, again, this is a DL844, a 4-foot unit with 4 T5 bulbs, and that was $110 when I got it. The price had gone up recently when I bought it. I looked at the price history, and actually back in November, December, it was only $85. But this time of year, price goes up a lot because the demand goes up. So right now it's even a little bit more than that. So that's something to keep in mind if you are wanting to upgrade to a more professional light. Keep track of the price and try to find the good time of year when you can get a better deal on something like that. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully, if this was helpful in some way, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe for more content from me, and you'll get to see these little ones once they get outside and get to thrive in the natural, beautiful sunshine.